ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸೋಣ.
शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये. अगजानन पद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानां एकदन्तमुपास्महे. पूजे ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಗಣನಾಥನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ. ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಗಣನಾಥನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ. ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣದ ಕಡೆಯೊಂದು. ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣದ ಕಡೆಯೊಂದು. ಗಂಧ ಪುಷ್ಪ ಶುಭ ದೀಪಗಳಿಂದ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಗಣನಾಥನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ. ಹಾರವ ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಾ ನಾರಿಯರೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಗರವ ಪಾಡುತ್ತಾ. ಹಾರವ ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತಾ ನಾರಿಯರೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಗರವ ಪಾಡುತ್ತಾ. ಈಶ ಕುಮಾರನ ಗೌರಿಯ ಪುತ್ರನ, ಈಶ ಕುಮಾರನ ಗೌರಿಯ ಪುತ್ರನ ಗಜಮುಖನನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆನೆಯಂದಿರೆಂದು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಗಣನಾಥನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ. ಗೀತನರ್ತನದಿಂದಲೇ ಗಣಪತಿಯ ನಾವು ಹೊರೆಯೆಂದು ಭಜಿಸುತ್ತಲೇ. ಗೀತನರ್ತನದಿಂದಲೇ ಗಣಪತಿಯ ನಾವು ಹೊರೆಯೆಂದು ಭಜಿಸುತ್ತಲೇ. ಮಂಗಳಾರತಿಯತ್ತಿ ಮಂಗಳವನ್ನು ಪಾಡಿ, ಮಂಗಳಾರತಿಯತ್ತಿ ಮಂಗಳವನ್ನು ಪಾಡಿ, ಗಂಗ ಪುತ್ಥಳಿಗಳು ಅರ್ಚನೆ ಗೈಯುತ್ತ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಗಣನಾಥನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ. ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಗಣನಾಥನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ. ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣವ ಸೆಳೆಯೆಂದು ಗಂಧ ಪುಷ್ಪ ಶುಭ ದೀಪಗಳಿಂದ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಗಣನಾಥನ ಪೂಜೆ.
ಸುಮನ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂರಿಸ್ಬೋದ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
ಬಹಳ ಸೊಗಸಾಗಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅನನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ದೀಪಾರತಿಗಳಿಂದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪುಷ್ಪಗಳಿಂದ ನಮನಗಳನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ವಿ.
एकदम
ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಚಿತ್ರಕಲಾ ಶಿಬಿರವನ್ನ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಕುರಾನಾ ಅವರು, ಇವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್, ಇವರು ಒಂದು ಪುಟಾಣಿ ಚಿತ್ರ ಬಿಡಿಸುವಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯದಿಂದ ಈ ಚಿತ್ರಕಲಾ ಶಿಬಿರವನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರನ್ನ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Just no, whatever you feel. Perfectly fine. Anybody can do it.
ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಬರಲಿ. ಬಹಳ ಸುಂದರವಾದಂತಹ ಓಂ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ವಸ್ತಿಶ್ರೀಯನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಎಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ.
That is ಪಗಳಲ.
ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಎಚ್.ಎಂ. ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಕುರಿತು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಕುರಿತು 2 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನ ಹಾಗೂ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ನ ಜಂಟಿ ಸಹಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ 7 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು 8ನೇ ಉತ್ಸವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕಾಲಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯದ ವಿಷಯ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸುಮಾರು 100 ಜನಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಂಡಗಳಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಕಲಾ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ವೇದಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅವರು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲಾವಿದರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಇಡೀ ವಿವಿಧ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನದ ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ಗಳು ಏನಿದೆ, ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನಂತರ ಅದು ಚಂಡೀಗಢ ಹೋಯಿತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದಿಗೆ ಬಂತು, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದಿಂದ ತಿರುವನಂತಪುರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಯಿತು, ತಿರುವನಂತಪುರದಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂದೂರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಯಿತು. ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಘು ಅನ್ನೋರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗೂ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾಗಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ರಾವ್ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ 7 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾಲ subject to speak on that occasion. It will be a 7-day event. Even for that, K.G. Raghavan is responsible. He has made a deal with, I don't want to call it a deal, it is an agreement with the ISKCON people that to provide the well-fledged auditorium and good food for all the people who are present there, and we have been doing that. And this auditorium where we are having this function is renovated one. And this prestige company was able to, Mr. Irfan Razak, who has been kind enough to renovate this building, which was in a very shamble position. You have seen the statue of Munshi the other side. For that also, Mr. Raghavan was responsible to get a contact done. And today, this is one of the major events that we are having here for the next 7 days. You are all most welcome, and you will be looking forward, not for my speech, certainly, it is for Dr. Ganesh. And formally, I welcome all our wonderful committee members who are here, and of course, the troupe from the Anupama Hoskere, that is Dhatu, a very well-known, internationally known puppeteers. They are starting the show, and they will be. I would like all of you to stay back. We have a book show. You saw wonderful things that is happening around the campus, and thank you so much. And thank you, Piyush, and Anandi Saab is here, and most of our committee members are here, and legend like Padmanabhan is here, and whom else we need? I think wonderful small children are sitting here right there. Well, welcome to all of you. Namaskaram. Sorry if I have missed anyone, and of course special thanks to Ravi Kumar, who has done day and night a wonderful job of this. Welcome to him. And big round of applause to him. He has done a daily newspaper he is bringing out on this occasion. This is something, a novelty that we have added this year to our festivals. So in all, all our Bhavan Kendras, both in Delhi, Bombay, and this is the 8th massive festival, about 150 performances. That means almost, 60 to 75 days, every day we are on a show. So that is a fantastic record we created for ourselves and for Infosys Foundation too. And last evening in the press meet, Sritiji told us this is our relationship is silver jubilee year with Infosys Foundation. 25 long years of journey. We have been together in everything that is happening here. So big pranams to them. Namaskar.
ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಎಚ್.ಎನ್. ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂತಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಾತುಕತೆಯನ್ನಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಶತಾವಧಾನಿ ಆರ್ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವರು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೋರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Om Tat Sat. Suprabhatam. I'm immensely privileged to be with you, and it's because of my long-standing friend Shri H.N. Suresh ji, and even all the other Vidyabhavan. But for them, I would not be in this position to interact with you for a few minutes. May I know in which language I have to speak? Should I speak in Kannada or English or whatsoever? Can anyone understand Kannada? Okay. महते मोदाय मम यत् संस्कृतभाषया व्यपदिष्टव्यमिति तत्र भवता श्रीमता राघवन् वर्येण आदिष्टोऽस्मि. सभामर्यादाम् अनुरुन्धन् अहं किञ्चित् संस्कृते प्रस्तोष्य तत्पश्चात् ಕನ್ನಡಭಾಷೆಯ ಅಹಂ ಕಿಂಚಿತ್ ಬ್ರವೀಮಿ. ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮನೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ. ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ರಂಗಪ್ರವೇಶದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಗೊಂಬೆಗಳ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ವೆಲ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ours is a multilingual country and all languages coexisted without any problem. Because coming to stage, we have something like pravrittis, the regional preferences. Vritti is the conceptual modules that operate for any stage performance. Vritti is more philosophical and more fundamental in nature, while pravritti is of the regional preferences. Marga is vritti and deshi is pravritti. Bharata speaks of both. Marga means one should realize that mrigyate iti margah. One should search and realize. Deshi means drishyate sarvatra, dishyate iti, everywhere it is seen. So Deshi is seen and Marga is going to be realized. And Deshi becomes the trigger to realize Marga, and Marga becomes a tool to shape Deshi. In that way, as we all know, in our tradition it is said, the parents themselves will be born as children. Atma vai putra namasi. Incidentally, our great Kulapati Munshiji is one of the plays he is named as Atma vai putra namasi. He has written a magnificent work, a collection of several plays and novels put together as Epic of the Aryans. And there, Atma vai putra namasi is first play that is dealing with Kacha, Devayani, Shukracharya, Yayati and others. So our tradition is such an inclusive one, and puppetry is no different from that. From the time of Mahabharata, we have literary evidences to puppetry. I think I had given before a few years those references to our Anupama Hoskereji, whose team will be performing today. Bombay Ata, Paramatma ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತಲೇ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಉಂಟು. ಜೀವಗಳೇ ಗೊಂಬೆಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ನರ್ತನ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. The great Narayana Bhattatiri of Kerala was a great grammarian, philosopher, and a poet, gifted poet, and a great devotee of Guru Ayappan, Krishna. He was invited by many Chakyar troops to watch their performance. He used to write lyrics for them. Many prabandhams have been written by Bhattatiri for the Chakyars. Chakyars are the traditional community of people who perform the stage activities there, starting from Kudiyattam, Nagyattam, like that, Nagyar Kuttu, like that. Then he said, Bhattatiri, I'm already watching the wonderful performance which is being conducted every day and night. Yakratva Vishwarangam Rajani Yamanikam Bhanu Deepam Vishalam Shashvat Santushta Samprekshakam Akila Jagat Bhranti Natyam Vitatya Karmo Gochanda Mardangya Kalaya Vashagan Vasana Gana Saktan Jivachatran Mukundo Ghatayati Satatam Saswayam Sutradharaha. The whole world itself is stage. Much before Shakespeare is speaking about that. And even before Bhattatiri, our Bhartrhari, the great grammarian, philosopher and poet king, he wrote in the Vairagya Shatakam, like that the world becoming stage is not new to our tradition. And the lights are Surya, Chandra and all other celestial luminous objects, they themselves become the lighting system. And then Rajani Yavanikam, the night is curtain. Bhanudipam Vishalam, and every connoisseur is entertained to the full extent, because by looking at the cosmic play of the universe, any person of taste, any person of sublimity will always get satisfied by that. And the tempo, the rhythm is our karmas. Sanchita, Prarabdha and Agami are the three karmas. The Druta, Vilambita and Madhya, these are the three tiers of speeds. And so our karmas, we are dancing to our karmas, and then Vasana, Gana, Saktan, our passions, our aspirations, our longings, they are the music. They make us dance. Our karmas make us dance, and whole of the human race itself is becoming the character, and they are being danced by the divine Narayana. When that being the case, I am watching everywhere, so I need not come to your performances and watch a play within play. I am watching the biggest play itself. So there also we have the reference to puppetry. Like that we have plenty of instances to show that puppetry is one among the earliest art forms. And in Natyashastra, we have the aesthetics meant for puppetry. We all know Bharata's Natyashastra is an encyclopedic work which deals with the aspects of music, dance, painting, sculpture, architecture and poetry. All put together, it is an encyclopedic work of 6,000 verses, Shatsahastri Samhita. And there the crux of it is rasa. And I hope this series of puppet shows, they are themed under the headings of various rasas. And so it becomes most relevant on my part to speak something about rasas. If at all we have to consolidate the contribution of Indian culture to that of global one is only in 3 words. Dr. V. Raghavan, a very great scholar of Chennai, who existed in the second half of, for example, for that matter, he existed throughout 20th century, and still his existence is being felt in the form of his immense writings, valuable writings. Dr. V. Raghavan used to be called as a complete scholar throughout the world, and he writes in one of the editorials. He was an editor of Samskrita Pratibha of Kendra Sahitya Academy. There he says, Dharmo Brahma Rasa iti Shivam Satyamcha Sundaram Yadrashim Tattvam Muchetam Samskrita Pratibham Numaha. Dharma, Brahma and Rasa. In these three words, the succinct contribution of India to the world can be acknowledged, can be enshrined. So Rasa is one among them. Dharma takes care of the good of the West, and truth is being taken care of by our Brahma, Brahma, and beauty by Rasa. So Rasa becomes the bedrock of Natya Shastra. In our tradition, in spite of the voluminous works, we have very brief and condensed wisdom in the form of few verses. The whole of Natya Shastra is being condensed into one verse. Rasa, Bhava, Abhinayaha, Dharmi, Vritti, Pravrittayaha, Siddhi, Swaraha, Tathatodhyam, Ganam, Rangascha, Sangraha. In these 11 aspects, the whole aspect of stage is present. That's what Bharata opines. And there, the first one is Rasa. Rasa is what? Rasa is an impersonal enjoyment. Personal enjoyment is bhava, and impersonal enjoyment, impersonal feel is rasa. Then it becomes universal. Our tradition, I was talking to Dr. Raghavan ji, our tradition is always universal. Recently, I spoke on one occasion, I told, anything universal is essentially Indian, and anything Indian is essentially universal. There's no difference. Which is not universal is not Indian. To that extent, we are adhering to the universal principles that can be verified by anyone's experience, irrespective of gender, caste, creed, race, space, time. No bar. Hence, Rasa is one such universal entity. And that's why we can very easily see the echoes of Rasa in the works of Aristotle, who existed before 2300 years. And then later, we have the Longinus. He wrote about sublimity. And then we have the Horace from Italy. Everywhere we see the echoes of Rasa, Dhvani, Auchitya, and Vakrata. These are the four mighty pillars of world aesthetics. And the same thing has been reinvented, realized by the Western people, whether it may be Coleridge, or whether it is T.S. Eliot, or whether it is I.A. Richards. All these aestheticians and critics of the Western world, they have realized the importance of these four pillars. And hence, Rasa has to be taken care of by the Natya-shastric principles. We all have our emotions, and the emotions may be pleasurable or painful. We have sorrow, one among the fundamental emotions. Nobody wants sorrow. But when the play of Harishchandra is enacted, or the plights of Sita in separation when they are danced, or any other painful situation, whether it is of Lady Macbeth or whether it is of Penelope or whatsoever, we feel that pain, but we are not hurt. Not that we are enjoying with hilarious laughter, but we are enjoying means we are empathetic towards that. We have so much of empathy for that, and we want to visit once again. If not, tragedy films would not have been great success. By looking at that, even displeasurable things, even discomforting things will become comforting and enjoyable when they come up to the level of rasa. This is how bhavas, they get sublimated to rasa. Bhava is the basal emotion. Rasa is a cultured and seasoned emotion, and it becomes impersonal because at the personal level we have our individual preferences of likes and dislikes. We agree or disagree. We are always working in terms of white and black. But at the level of rasa, no white, no black, not even grey, it becomes transparent. Then we ourselves can very easily see that. Bhavas are something like the opaque colors. Just we had the painting of swastika and Omkara. these colors are opaque. But if the glasses are seen here, which are going to illuminate us, these glasses are transparent and that's why light passes through. Bhava is an opaque color, while rasa is a transparent one. What makes opaqueness? It is our ahankara, it is our ego, it is our personal preferences of likes and dislikes. It is our limitations and it is our mental pollution that makes us narrow. But once that ego is drained away, when it is tapped out, then we have the transparency, and with that transparency the wisdom passes through with brilliant light. And so jnana passing through the beautiful colors of cleared bhava, that becomes rasa. This is how rasa becomes universally appealing, and that's why nobody will get tempted by that. If the hero and heroine are wearing gorgeous dresses and moving in a car, a very posh car, if the onlooker of the film, if the connoisseur of the film is getting tempted by the car and dresses, he is not watching the movie. He is watching the car. He is watching the dress. He has to watch the love between hero and heroine and how they are leisurely spending their time. He has to have empathy for them. He should never even feel greedy about that. He should never even be reluctant. So rasa is an impersonal, dispassionate, and at the same time a very, very hearty involvement without getting involved. This way of threshold effect is being seen. I always give the example of the electric arc being stuck between two electrodes, anode and cathode. If the distance is too far, no arc is being struck. If it is very close, the current passes through. If there is an optimum distance, then the electric arc will get struck. That is how involving without involvement, as our Haridasa said, irabeku illadantirabeku. This is the secret of rasa, and that can beautifully be realized through arts. And that's why we have, in no other religion, we have so much of importance to arts and compared to our Sanatana Dharma, because here art itself becomes worship. At the fag end of Natya Shastra, Bharata says, Prekshaniya kadanantu sarvadaneshu shasyate. Even the Vishnu Dharmottara Purana says the same thing. Getting a beautiful stage performance, getting a beautiful art performance, and making all the people watch it free of cost is the greatest dana. We have Anna Dana, Vidya Dana, Rakta Dana, and so many other danas. But this is the greatest dana as per Natya Shastra, and Bhavan is doing this dana with the munificent support of Infosys. I am so happy that this is the silver jubilee year of Infosys association with the Bharati Vidya Bhavan. I think the several volumes of Bhavan's history and culture of Indian people was also sponsored by Bharati Vidya Bhavan, and starting from the days of Mathurji, so many programs went on. So this is how the people of munificence coming together with the people of taste and culture and make the people know more about beauties with enjoyment. That is pleasure without any difficulty. That is joy without tears. If at all there are tears, it is only Ananda Bashpa, and that may happen, we all know, again going to Natya Shastra, because that is the perennial source of knowledge and wisdom, where it is said Siddhi means the end result of a show, end result of a performance, end result of art. That is of two kinds, Daivi and Manushi. Means at the human level, coming with applause and then making good statements and flattering appreciation, all this is Manushi Siddhi. But Daivi Siddhi means tears of joy and horripilation, Ananda Bashpa and Romanchana. One great poetess of Karnataka was daughter-in-law of Immadi Pulikeshin II, Vijika Devi, who was a great queen and then a great poetess in Sanskrit, comparable to the prowess of Kalidasa. She says, I am going to salutate to those people who are the silent spectators, who are the silent connoisseurs, who appreciate the art without even uttering a single word, just by their horripilations and tears. They are going to enjoy the show To them my first salutation goes. Kavera abhipraya mashabda gocharam spuranta martreshu padeshu kevalam vadadbhirangai krita roma vikriyaihi janasya tushnim bhavitaya banjalihi. To these tiny tots who are going to become our connoisseurs, and to all the rasikas here, this verse of Jika Devi, Vijayambika, may become the leading light. Dhanyavad, namaskar.
ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ವಿ, ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆ ರಸದ ಆಸ್ವಾದನೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾವಧಾನಿ ಆರ್ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂತಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. So moving on to our next program, I would like to request Ms. Shruti Khurana, Director, Infosys Foundation. Please speak few words about this program.
Namaskara. Good morning, everyone. Shri Ganesh ji, that was brilliant. I have no words in the way you described and your narration. I have to say you have a fan.
One word. AC. Not that AC.
Many here, I think. So good morning, everyone. I know the days are getting longer. The weather is getting hotter. And the Bengaluru traffic always keeps us on our toes. So it's amazing to see all of you here. And I think it is a sign of the love that Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan evokes in the heart of the people. I would like to share a few thoughtful words from the Rig Veda. Ano Bhadra Kritvo Yantu Vishwataha. Let noble thoughts come from everywhere. So in this quick world of mad chaos, finding passion to do some good and finding the time and the focus to follow that passion is something that's of incredible importance. That's what we value at Infosys Foundation, and that's what Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan believes in too. We have believed in it together for the last 25 years, and I'm grateful for that. So we are lucky to have the guidance and direction of Mr. Raghavan, Mr. Suresh, Nagalakshmi behind the scenes, and so many others, Piyush Jain, Shri Ganesh, and more that I probably have missed out a few. Well, puppetry has played an important role in sharing and disseminating knowledge, not just in Karnataka, but across the country. And you've already heard about what it brings all art forms, such as literature, painting, sculpture, music, dance, and drama. And our artists are going to bring them alive for us. And we can't thank them enough for all the hard work. So thank you, Mr. Agnihotri, wherever he is. Thank you, Mr. Ravi Kumar, for supporting this through Brahma as well. And there's nothing I can say or do to thank you for all the years that you've put in. Culture brings us together. And many of us will be coming here over the next 7 days. And I'm looking forward to that. This is how communities stay connected. This is how we can experience what our country has. And this is how Infosys Foundation and Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan hopes to continue to preserve the beauty of our culture. So thank you so much for having me today. I am so glad to be able to share this special day with you. Dhanyavadagalu.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you so much for such wonderful words. ಮುಂದೆ ಶ್ರೀ ರಾಘವನ್ ಅವರು ಶ್ರುತಿ ಖುರಾನ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಿರುಕಾಣಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So our next program will be, I would like to request our another esteemed chief guest, Shri Sunil Kumar Dhareshwar. I would like to request him on stage to speak few words about this program. He is the Executive Vice President, Finance Infosys Limited and Trustee of Infosys Foundation.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಶತಾವಧಾನಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವರೇ, that was very mesmerizing. I have no words to express my feelings. The way you connected languages, the way you connected different forms of art, and the way you took us through how we are puppets in what we call as life. Thank you very much.
It was a torrent. It was a torrent.
Very nice. Dr. K. G. Raghavan, Chairman, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Mr. Suresh, Nagalakshmi, Venugopal, Piyush Jain, and everyone at Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Thank you very much for your association that you had with Infosys Foundation. It is indeed our privilege, if I can say. It is indeed our privilege that we are able to be associated with an organization called as Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, which promotes, nurtures and cultivates our culture of Indian art and visual art and every form of theatre that we have. Like you were saying, sir, Indianness is the universe, what they call as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is our family, and that is what we promote through the art and culture. Over the next few days, we will have an array of performance and exhibition of the best of talent that Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan will bring to all of us. I'm sure we'll be mesmerized by the different dances, music, art forms, and for us to enjoy these things is truly, we are truly blessed to have this amongst us. The festival is a celebration of the artists who drown themselves by heart and soul in the performances. And what best celebration it is by all of us as audiences coming here and celebrating along with them. Infosys, like we said, has been associated for 25 long years with Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. And through this, we believe we have also supported thousands of artists and others in terms of being able to display their art to a large set of audiences. Puppetry has a rich and a very ancient, comes from ancient civilization, and it has transformed itself from being handheld to using, current technology and innovation. But whatever the form of puppetry that is there, I think it has the power of captivating audiences of every age, be it children or be it adults. It's not just a form of entertainment, it is also a form by which we can learn. Learnings of human values, learnings of our ancient philosophies that we have, and I'm sure it will generate curiosity, creativity, and imagination amongst all of us. So as we celebrate the next 1 week of puppetry and other forms of art, I welcome you all to this 1 week festival, and let us all celebrate puppetry and other forms of art through this festival of art that we have at Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Thank you very much.
Bharatiya. Moving on to our next program, I would like to request Chairman of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, K.G. Raghavan sir, please come on dais and speak a few words on this beautiful occasion.
Dr. Shatabadani Ganesh ji, Shruti Khurana ji, Sunil Kumar Nareshwar ji, connoisseurs of art present here, Bhavanites, children, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed a very unique and momentous. Is momentous for more than one reason. It is the coming together of two great organizations. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, which is an institution of national eminence dedicated to the promotion, propagation and preservation of Indian culture, and Infosys Limited through Infosys Foundation, the technology leader of the world. ಹೊಸ ಚಿಗರು ಹಳೆ ಬೇರು ಕೂಡಿರಲು ಮರಸೊಬಗು ಹೊಸ ಯುಕ್ತಿ ಹಳೆ ತತ್ವ ಒಡೆಗೂಡೆ ಧರ್ಮ ಋಷಿವಾಕ್ಯದೊಡನೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕಳೆ ಮೇಲಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಜಸವು ಜನಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ is what the great Kannada literator Dr. D.V. Gundappa said in Mankutimma Nakaga. Technology with our ancient culture, what a wonderful combination it is. And that is what is signified by the coming together of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan and Infosys Limited. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, as you know, was founded more than 10 years before India attained independence by Dr. K. Munshi. He was a lawyer by profession. He was a politician. He he was a statesman, he was a dramatist, he was a literator, he was a writer, and a great patriot. He was a constitution maker. He was on the constitution making committee of the then Constituent Assembly. That was the personality of Dr. Munshiji. And he realized that the greatest harm that has been done to India was not by the political subjugation which lasted over centuries even before the Britishers came into this country, but the depletion of its culture. And it is with that intention that, with the blessings of Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, that Dr. Munshiji started Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. He very significantly used the words Bharatiya Vidya. As mentioned by Dr. Shatavadani Ganesh, Bharatiya Vidya has no frontiers. It is universal in its application. It transcends religion. It transcends gender. It transcends narrow contours created by the artificial human mind. And that is why Dr. Munshi chose the Rigvedic statement, "Let noble thoughts come to us from every side, Ano Bhadraha Kritavo Yantu Vishwataha," as the motto of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. The other two principles on which Bhavan has been based are Ayam Nijaha Paroveti Ganana Laguchetasam Udara Charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family and we embrace everything from all across the world which is good. And the third principle on which Bhavan is based is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, truth, devotion and beauty. On these three principles, Bhavan has been established as a mighty institution, and today you will be glad to hear that Bhavan has over 180 kendras in the country with over 300 schools, and Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Bangalore has a school in the slum areas of Bangalore, namely in Sri Rampuram. We have 850 children who come from the slum areas of Bangalore who are educated in the school. The reason why Dr. Munshi realized that we should have schools promoting curricular education was that education should be based upon values. And that is the foundation of all Bhavan institutions. We are today very happy to be associated with Infosys, which is also an organization which is founded on values. And that is the reason why India today has received a place of pride even in technologically advanced countries like the West, all because of the corporate values and the governance practices, such like-minded organizations. And puppetry, which is the subject of the next 7 days of program in Bangalore, is again a unique one. With the advent of technology, we have cartoons, we have animations, we have robots. All this is indeed a formidable opponent to the preservation of puppetry. But still, puppetry has its own unique content. Namely, it appeals more to our emotions than to our mind. And that emotional attachment to puppetry cannot be replaced by any type of artificial intelligence. And I am sure in the next 7 days, we will see various facets of puppetry which we would not have imagined. It is education and is entertainment. It is art in its purest form. It has colors, it has light, it has dress, it has content. And it has, for a common man like me, who is not proficient in puppetry, it has a message to convey on the philosophical side too. And you have heard that already. So, all this put together makes the next 7 days in Bangalore a very important week, and I request every one of you to please come, enjoy the show, take back something from the show, be richer in your cultural content, and very importantly, please promote the preservation of this art form. I do not want to call it a dying art form because no art of this country is ever going to die. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for such wonderful words. Indeed, it was amazing to know a lot of things. Now, I would like to request our honorary treasurer, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Shri Piyush Jain ji, to please give us the vote of thanks.
Dear friends, we thank you all, our brothers and sisters here with hands folded and hearts full of gratitude. This is for Infosys Foundation. As Khalid Gibran expressed it, there are those who give with joy, and that joy is the reward. These are the believers in life and the bounty of life, and their coffers are never empty. And then there are those who give, not in pain, not in joy, and not in expectation of virtue. Through the hands of such people, God speaks, and from behind their eyes, He smiles upon the earth. Thanks so much for the Infosys Foundation to have been here and continue to be supporting us in last so many years of our journey. We have gathered here to celebrate the 7 days puppet festival, Navrasa, which got inaugurated just now. The initiative would not have been possible but for the support of our partners in service, sponsors, volunteers, donors, and our fellow Bhavanites, who have generously contributed their time, talent, and resources. As I read out this expression of gratitude, please give them a resounding applause. Our chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. Shatabdini, Dr. Ganesh, Mr. S. Suresh Kumar, of course you missed him today, the chief guest Sunil Kumar Dhareshwar, Executive Vice President Infosys Limited and Trustee of Infosys Foundation, and then of course Shruti Khurana, the Director of Infosys Foundation. So thanks to all of you to have been here. Organizers of this event would not want to be named, much less than being thanked, but we cannot help giving them a loud shout out of our own exemplary human beings. But my hands and feet on the ground, we never thank you enough. Mr. H.N. Suresh, Mr. Venugopal, Mr. Naglakshmi, and of course Sri Vidya, who conducted this so well. Thanks for being here. And thanks to all the media friends who have been here. Once again, thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So next, our program will be very interesting. I know all of you are eagerly waiting for this program, and that is the puppet show, Poetry in Puppetry, a puppet musical by Dhatu Puppet Theatre. Before we start the program, I would like to speak few words about Dhatu. Dhatu Puppet Theatre is internationally acclaimed, and it is the leading classical puppet theatre of India. They have a research of over 15 years of the methodologies of construction and play of puppets that has led to the puppet theatre, having over 15 puppet plays to its credit. Puppets at Dhatu are crafted from wood and painted and finished with elaborate costuming and accurate stringing. The stylization of puppets is in keeping with the traditional Mudalapaya Yakshagana style of Karnataka. So let's welcome this amazing puppet show, Poetry in Puppetry, a puppet musical by Dhatu Puppet Theatre.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We, the Dhatu Puppet Theatre, begin our performance today offering our prayers to the Lord. We offer our salutations to all the esteemed guests present here today and to all of you wonderful connoisseurs. We are delighted to be a part of this unique puppet festival organized by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan in association with Infosys Foundation. Today we present a puppet musical titled Poetry in Puppetry. This show consists of glimpses of poetry in our various productions. Purandaradasa says, "Keriya neeranu kerege challi," and that becomes apt here because nearly the poetry of nearly all our shows have been given to us by Shatavadhani Dr. R. Ganesh sir, who is here today, and we are honored and delighted to present this before him. The puppeteers of this morning's performance are Srimati Chitra Rao, Srimati Maithili Shikarpur, Srimati Prakriti Hoskere, and Divya Hoskere. The first piece that we present is the story of Rukmini, the princess of Vidarbha. Rukmini has heard stories of Krishna and fallen in love with, waiting for the day that she will unite with him. But alas, she hears that her brother has given her hand in marriage to Shishupala, the demon king of Chedi, and is in distress. Just as she is in this state, she sees a portrait of Krishna that comes alive within her. This dream of hers has him coming like the smile of spring. And this gives her a ray of hope. And then comes along a Korvanji, the fortune teller, a character very typical in the puppetry of Karnataka. What does she have to say? We will find out in this piece. This is an interactive of Nritya and Bombayata, dance and puppetry. The lyrics have been written by Shatavadhani Dr. R. Ganesh sir. The music is by Sri Mahesh Swami. The songs of the Korvanji have been written by Srimati Anupama Hoskere. This show is directed by the founder of Dhatu, Srimati Anupama Hoskere. Presenting to you, Sutradhari by Darbi.
ಏನು ಗತಿ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಗತಿ ಏನು ಗತಿ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಗತಿ ಏನು ಗತಿ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಗತಿ ಮಾನ ಪ್ರಾಣಗಳಿಗಿನ್ನೇನು ಗತಿ ಮಾನ ಪ್ರಾಣಗಳಿಗಿನ್ನೇನು ಗತಿ ಮೀಸಲು ಮಾಧವಗಿ ಬದುಕೆಂದರೆ ಮೀಸಲು ಮಾಧವಗಿ ಬದುಕೆಂದರೆ ಮೋಸವೇ ವಿಧಿಯೆಂದರೆ ವಿಧಿಯೆಂದರೆ ಶಿಶುಪಾಲನ ಪಶುಲಾಲಸೆಗೆನ್ನನು ವಶವಾಗಿ ಬನೆ ಸೋದರನು ಶಿಶುಪಾಲನ ಪಶುಲಾಲಸೆಗೆನ್ನನು ವಶವಾಗಿ ಬನೆ ಸೋದರನು ಪಶುಪಾಲಕ ಮುಚುಕುಂದ ವರದ ಪಶುಪಾಲಕ ಮುಚುಕುಂದ ವರದ ನರ ಪಶುಗಳ ತಂತ್ರವ ಸೋಲಿಸನೆ ಪಶುಪಾಲಕ ಮುಚುಕುಂದ ವರದ ನರ ಪಶುಗಳ ತಂತ್ರವ ಸೋಲಿಸನೆ ಏನು ಗತಿ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಗತಿ ಮಾನ ಪ್ರಾಣಗಳಿಗಿನ್ನೇನು ಗತಿ ಏನು ಗತಿ
ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸವೆನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕಾಣುವಾಗ ಮನವು ಝಲ್ಲನೆ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕಾಣುವಾಗ ಮನವು ಝಲ್ಲನೆ ಶೋಕದ ವಿವೇಕ ಸಾಗಿದು ಪರಿಪಾಕ ಆಶಾ ಪ್ರತೀಕ ಬಾರದೇನು ಬಾಳಿಗಿನ್ನು ಆಶಾ ಪ್ರತೀಕ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸವೆನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸವೆನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕಾಣುವಾಗ ಮನವು ಝಲ್ಲನೆ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕಾಣುವಾಗ ಮನವು ಝಲ್ಲನೆ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸವೆನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸವೆನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸವೆನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸವೆನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕಾಣುವಾಗ ಮನವು ಝಲ್ಲನೆ ಮನವು ಝಲ್ಲನೆ ಕಣ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಕಣಿ ಕಣ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಕಣಿ ಕಣ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಕಣಿ ಕಣ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಓ ಕಣ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಕಣಿ ಆ ರಂಗನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಣೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳ್.
ಶ್ರೀರಂಗ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತೆ ಚನ್ನಕೇಶವನಾಣೆ ಶ್ರೀರಂಗ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತೆ ಚನ್ನಕೇಶವನಾಣೆ ಚೆಲುವನಾರಾಯಣ ಶ್ರೀ ಸ್ವಾಮ್ಯಾಣೆ ಶ್ರೀರಂಗ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತೆ ಚನ್ನಕೇಶವನಾಣೆ ಚೆಲುವನಾರಾಯಣ ಶ್ರೀ ಸ್ವಾಮ್ಯಾಣೆ ಶ್ರೀರಂಗ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತೆ ಚನ್ನಕೇಶವನಾಣೆ ಚೆಲುವನಾರಾಯಣ ಶ್ರೀ ಸ್ವಾಮ್ಯಾಣೆ ಬರುವನು ಅವ ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿಯಂತೆ ಬರುವನು ಅವ ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿಯಂತೆ ಕೊಡುವನು ನಿನಗೆ ದಾಂಪತ್ಯ ಸುಖವಂತೆ ಕೊಡುವನು ನಿನಗೆ ದಾಂಪತ್ಯ ಸುಖವಂತೆ ಕೊಡುವನು ನಿನಗೆ ದಾಂಪತ್ಯ ಸುಖವಂತೆ ಅನುಮಾನ ಬೇಡ ಎಂದು ನಿನಗೆ ಅನುಮಾನ ಬೇಡ ಎಂದು ನಿನಗೆ ಅನುಮಾನ ಬೇಡ ಎಂದು ಆಗುವೆ ಅವನ ಪಟ್ಟದರಸಿ ಆಗುವೆ ಅವನ ಪಟ್ಟದರಸಿ ಆಗುವೆ ಅವನ ಪಟ್ಟದರಸಿ ಸಿಗುವುದು ಅವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸಿಗುವುದು ಅವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸದಾ ಕಾಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಸತಿ ಸಿಗುವುದು ಅವನ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸದಾ ಕಾಲ ನಿನಗೆ ಸತಿ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯ ನಾಣೆ ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯ ನಾಣೆ ಮಾಧವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ನಾಣೆ ಮಾಧವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ನಾಣೆ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ನಾಣೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಾಣೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಾಣೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಜೋಡಿ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಮರದ ಜೋಡಿ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಮರದ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಜೋಡಿ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಮರದ ಜೋಡಿ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಮರದ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಅರಿಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅರಿಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ಅರಿಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅರಿಶಿನ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಿಚ್ಚೋಲೆ ಬಳೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಚ್ಚೋಲೆ ಬಳೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ಕುಪ್ಪಸ ಮಡಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕುಪ್ಪಸ ಮಡಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ಧವಸ ಧಾನ್ಯ ಫಲದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಧವಸ ಧಾನ್ಯ ಫಲದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊರವಂಜಿ ಮಡಿಲನ್ನು ತುಂಬೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಜೋಡಿ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಮರದ ಜೋಡಿ ಮುತ್ತಿನ ಮರದ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ನೀವು ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ ಬಾಗಿನವ ತನ್ನೀರೆ
ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈತ್ರಹಾಸ ಎನಿಪನಲ್ಲನ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕಾಣುವಾಗ ಮನವು ಝಲ್ಲನೆ ಪತ್ರವ ಬರೆದೆ ಸೂತ್ರವ ನೊರೆವೆ ಚಿತ್ರ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಆಚರಣೆಯ ಚೈತ್ರನ ಒಲವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ನರ್ತಿಪೆ ನಲಿದು ವರ್ತಿಪೆ ನೊಲಿದು ಪತ್ರವ ಬರೆವೆ ಸೂತ್ರವ ನೊರೆವೆ ಚಿತ್ರ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಆಚರಣೆಯ ಆಚರಣೆಯ
based on Mahakavi Kalidasa's play. In this, we have 3 instances. The first is the song Neeliya Naidile, where Shakuntala is compared to the blue lotus and Dushyanta to the moon. When the moon is covered by the cloud, the lotus closes second is Maharshi Kanva speaking about the plight of a householder when his daughter leaves for her husband's house, soaked in Karuna Rasa. This is a beautiful verse from the original in Sanskrit. The last scene is another in Sringara. Mudre Unguravidu. This is a dream sequence of Shakuntala, her imagination when she sees the ring before she leaves to meet Dushyanta. The lyrics have been written by Shatavadani Dr. R. Ganesh in Kannada. We present to you 3 instances from Abhignana Shakuntalam, one in Vipralamba Sringara, one of Karuna Rasa, and another of Sambhoga Sringara.
ಶಕುಂತಲೆಯ ಬಗೆ ಬೇಗೆ ವಿಧುವು ಕರಗಿ ಮರೆಯಾಗೆ ಮಧು ಶಕುಂತಲೆಯ ಬಗೆ ಬೇಗೆ ಮಧು ಶಕುಂತಲೆಯ ಬಗೆ ಬೇಗೆ यास्यत्यद्य शकुन्तलेति हृदयम् संस्पृष्टमुत्कण्ठया कण्ठः स्तम्भितबाष्पवृत्तिकलुषः चिन्ताजडं दर्शनम् वैक्लव्यं मम तावदीदृशमहो स्नेहादरण्योकसः पीड्यन्ते गृहिणः कथं नुतनया विश्लेष दुःखैः नवैः
At the thought that Shakuntala is to go away today, my heart is smitten with grief. My throat is choked owing to the flow of tears being suppressed, and my sight is heavy through anxiety. Oh, if this is the affliction of a forest dweller being separated from his daughter, what then would be the torment of a householder who experiences such separation? शान्ते हृत्रमणीयोदन्ते वसन्ते हृत्रमणीयोदन्ते वसन्ते मुद्रयुङ्गुरविदु कान्ते शान्ते ಅನುದಿನವು ನೀನಿದರೊಳು
ಮನೋಹರ ನಾಮದಕ್ಷರ ಅನುದಿನವು ನೀನಿದರೊಳೊಪ್ಪುವ ಘನ ಮನೋಹರ ನಾಮದಕ್ಷರ ಮನುವಿನಿಂದೊಂದೊಂದನೆಣಿಸುವ ದಿನದೊಳಗೆ ನಾ ಕರೆಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೆನು ಮನುವಿನಿಂದೊಂದೊಂದನೆಣಿಸುವ ದಿನದೊಳಗೆ ನಾ ಕರೆಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೆನು ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಮುದ್ರೆಯು ಗುರವಿದು ನಾಗವೇಣಿಯ ನಾನು ನಗರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವೆ ರಸಸಾನು ನಾಗವೇಣಿಯ ನಾನು ನಗರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವೆ ರಸಸಾನು ವಿರಹ ವೇದನೆಯುಂದ ವಿರಹ ವೇದನೆಯಿಂದ ಮರುಗಿ ಬಾಡದಿರು ಎಂದು ವಿರಹ ವೇದನೆಯಿಂದ ಮರುಗಿ ಬಾಡದಿರು ಎಂದು ಹರಿಣಾಕ್ಷಿ ವನಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಹರಿಣಾಕ್ಷಿ ವನಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಸ್ಮರಣೀಯ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಮುದ್ರೆಯುಂಗುರವಿದು ಮುದ್ರೆಯುಂಗುರವಿದು ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಬರುವೆ ಬೇಗನೆ ತರುವೆ ತೊಡವನು ಇರುವೆ ನಿನ್ನೆನ್ನ ಮನದೊಳು ಬರುವೆ ಬೇಗನೆ ತರುವೆ ತೊಡವನು ಇರುವೆ ನಿನ್ನೆನ್ನ ಮನದೊಳು ಮರೆಯಲಾರೆನು 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 ಮರೆತು ಬಾಳೆನು ಮರೆಯಲಾರೆನು ಮರೆತು ಬಾಳೆನು ಸರಸನಿಧಿ ಸುವಿಧಿ ಮುದ್ರೆಯುಂಗುರವಿದು ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಮುದ್ರೆಯುಂಗುರವಿದು ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ ಕಾಂತೆ ಶಾಂತೆ
Work of Mahakavi Kalidasa, instances from Malavikagnimitram. Malavikagnimitram is a romantic comedy, and in that we have several instances of comedy, two of which we will be presenting today. The first is a debate between two dance teachers debating on who is the better dancer and who has the better disciples. The second is the introduction of the character Iravati. Iravati is the second queen of King Agnimitra, and she is seen in the play as a drunken lady. Presenting to you these two pieces, lyrics by Shatavadhani Dr. R. Ganesh, and music composed by Sri Mahesh Swan.
ಗಣದಾಸನೋ ಹೆಗ್ಗಣದಾಸನೋ ನೀನು ಗುಣಲೇಶವಿಲ್ಲದ ಧನದಾಸನೋ
ಹರದತ್ತನೋ ದ್ರೋಹರದತ್ತನೋ ನೀನು ವರವಿದ್ಯೆಯಿಲ್ಲದ ಹತವಿತ್ತನೋ
ಸ್ಥಾನಮಾನಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಶಿಸುವನು ನೀನು ಸ್ಥಾನಕವೆಂಬುದ ನೀನರಿಯೇ
ಚಾರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿಯ ಜಾರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ನೀನು ಚಾರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪವೂ ತಿಳಿಯೇ
ನೃತ್ತ ಹಸ್ತಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯದ ನೀ ಬರಿಕುತ್ತಾದೆ ನಾಟ್ಯ ವಿದ್ಯೆಗೆ ನಿರತ
ಕರಣಗಳರಿಯದ ಹರಣ ನಿನ್ನದು ಹಾಳು ಎರವಾದೆ ಭರತನ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ
ಆನೆ ನರ್ತನ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಿದೆ ನೀನು ಕುಣಿದರೆ ರಂಗದೊಳ್
ಬೆಟ್ಟ ತಟ್ಟಾಡುವ ಪರಿಯೊಳೆ ಭಟ್ಟಣಿ ಕುಣಿಯುತ್ತಿರಲಿ
ಸಾಕು ವಾಚಿಕ ಮುಚ್ಚುಮಾಯನು
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ರೊಚ್ಚು ಹರಿಸಿಗೆ
ಗಣದಾಸನೋ
ಹರದತ್ತನೋ
ಹೆಗ್ಗಣದಾಸನೋ
ದ್ರೋಹರದತ್ತನೋ
Stop it. What is the point of you fighting like this? Ganadasa, you have a belly like a ghatam. And Haradatta, you have a belly like a mrudangam. Nobody can watch either of you dance. Let us settle this once and for all in the presence of His Majesty. Follow me.
Scenes from the very first poem ever written, the Ramayana. Maharshi Valmiki brings out various rasas throughout this magnificent epic. The first piece that we present is an instance of Vatsalya, where the four princes of Ayodhya, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna, are brought in by their parents and made to sleep with the traditional Lali song. Then we move on to Saint Tulsidasa's renowned bhajan, Tumak Chalat Ramachandra, where the little baby Rama is just taking his first steps and learning to walk. The lyrics of the Jojo Lali song is by Shatavadani Dr. R. Ganesh, and Tumaka Chalata of poet Tulsidas. This is from our production Ramayana Saptaswara, music by Shri Mahesh Swami.
जगदभिरामने जो जो श्रीरामने जगदभिरामने जो जो लक्ष्मणने लक्ष्मणने जो जो लक्ष्मणने लक्ष्मणने जो 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 भरतने सत्कर्म निरतने जो 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 भरतने सत्कर्म निरतने जो जो शत्रुघ्नने निर्विघ्नने जो जो शत्रुघ्नने निर्विघ्नने पुत्र कामेष्टिय सत्फलಗಳು ನೀವು पुत्र कामेष्टिय सत्फलಗಳು ನೀವು ವಿಷದ ಸೂರ್ಯಾಂಶುಗಳಾದವರೇ ಜೋ ಜೋಲಾಲಿ ಜೋ ಜೋಲಾಲಿ ಜೋ ಜೋಲಾಲಿ ಜೋ ಜೋಲಾಲಿ. चलत रामचंद्र ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत पैंजनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत पैंजनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र. किलकी किलकी उठत धाय किलकी किलकी उठत धाय किलकी किलकी उठत धाय गिरत भूमि लट पटाय गिरत भूमि लट पटाय धाय मात गोद लेत धाय मात गोद लेत धाय मात गोद लेत दशरथ की रनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र बाजत पैंजनिया ठुमक चलत रामचंद्र.
We next have an instance of Hasya Rasa in the Ramayana. A very famous story of Shurpanakhi. I think I don't have to say much about this story. So we present Shurpanakhi. So in our production Ramayana Saptaswara, we have 7 languages. And as Rama descends from Ayodhya to Lanka, the language of that region is adapted. Like Dr. Ganesh mentioned in the beginning, the Pravritti. And here we have this song in Marathi taken from Sudhir Patke's Gita Ramayana. Here you will see a Bahurupi puppet. I won't reveal what it is, but once you see it, you will know what it is. Presenting Shurpanakhi.
नखामी रावण भगिनी याच वनांची समज स्वामिनी अगणित रूपे अगणित रूपे अगणित रूपे घेऊन करीते वनोवनी संचार कोण तू कुठला राजकुमार कुठला राजकुमार कोण तू कुठला राजकुमार कुठला राजकुमार देहवाहिला तुला श्यामला देहवाहिला तुला श्यामला कर माझा स्वीकार कोण तू कुठला राजकुमार कुठला राजकुमार शूर्पणखामी रावण भगिनी याच वनाची समज स्वामिनी अगणित रूपे घेऊन करीते वनोवनी संचार कोण तू कुठला राजकुमार कुठला राजकुमार
Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, the Infosys Foundation, Shri H.N. Suresh, Shri Venugopal sir, and all the members for giving us this wonderful opportunity to present poetry in puppetry. The Ramayana, as we all know, is a Karuna Rasa Pradhana epic. Some beautiful instances of the Karuna Rasa are seen in the Aranya Kanda of Ramayana. The piece that we now present is Jatayu Moksha and Shabari Moksha. The story is well known to all of you. We once again thank you all for being here and present to you Jatayu and Shabari Moksha from Ramayana Saptaswara. Lyrics by Dr. Ganesh, music by Shri Mahesh Swami. This production is a Dhatu production directed by Srimati Anupama Haskere.
भिक्षां देहि भवति भिक्षां देहि भवति भिक्षां देहि भवति भिक्षां देहि भवति भिक्षां देहि. Oh lady, do not insult a sannyasin by asking him to come to you to receive bhiksha. You come here crossing that line, and only then will I accept your bhiksha.
ಆಯುವು ಚೆಲ್ಲಿನ ಜಟಾಯುಗನಿ ಕರುಣಾಯತ ತುಡಿಲ ದಯನಿಂಚಿನ್ ಆಯುವು ಚೆಲ್ಲಿನ ಜಟಾಯುಗನಿ ಕರುಣಾಯತ ತುಡಿಲ ದಯನಿಂಚಿನ್ కంటతడి బెట్టి కంకరాజునకు మంటతో మోక్షమును సలీపెన్ కంటతడి బెట్టి కంకరాజునకు మంటతో మోక్షమును సలీపెన్.
Jatayu, my elder, thank you for trying to protect my dear Sita and telling me who has taken her away.
పంపతీయని నీటితో కవ్వింపగా రఘురాముడు పంపతీయని నీటితో కవ్వింపగా రఘురాముడు సొంపు మీర వసంతవనిలో పంపబడినాడంతటన్ సొంపు మీర వసంతవనిలో పంపబడినాడంతటన్ శబరి రాముని రాకకై శబరి రాముని రాకకై ఉబలాటబడి వేచినదిగా శబరి రాముని రాకకై ఉబలాటబడి వేచినదిగా అబలనాయడ ప్రోచి అబలనాయడ ప్రోచి ముక్తిని సలిపి సాగెను కడువడిను అబలనాయడ ప్రోచి ముక్తిని సలిపి సాగెను కడువడిను रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः
श्रीमती मैथिली शिकारपुर, श्रीमती प्रकृति वस्त्रे, on the lights we have Shri Honnappa and myself Divya Hoskere, and our director Srimati Anupama Hoskere. She could not be here today.
May I request Sri K. J. Raghavan, the chairman of Bharati Vidya Bhavan, to come out to the stage and present the certificates as a token of our gratitude.
ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆ ಶೈಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ತಬ್ಬಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ, ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ, ಅಥವಾ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವಂತಹ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಆಯಾಮಗಳೇನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡಿದ್ರು. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಧಾತು ಪಪೆಟ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಬರಲಿ. ಬಹಳನೇ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪುಟಾಣಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮಿಟುಕಿಸ್ದಲೆ, ಸತ್ಯವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಂದೆ ಕುಳಿತಿದ್ದೆ, ಕಣ್ಣು ಮಿಟುಕಿಸ್ದಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೊಂಬೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯೋ ಏನೋ, ಬೊಂಬೆನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಾ, ಇದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಕುಣಿತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೆರಗಿನಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಆಶ್ರಮದ ಪುಟಾಣಿಗಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೋರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿರಾಮ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯಗಳ ಕಾಲ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿರಾಮವನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನಿಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 12ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನಿಂದ ಇನ್ನು 18ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಬರುವ ಈ ಶನಿವಾರದವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಪಪೆಟ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ವಿಜೃಂಭಣೆಯಿಂದ ಇದೇ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಮಗದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪರಿಚಿತರು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಿರೋರು, ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರು, ಯಾರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅವರನ್ನ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಈ ನವರಸದ ರಸಾಸ್ವಾದನೆಯನ್ನ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಪ್ರಕಟಣೆ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಜೆ ಒಂದು ಪಪೆಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಪಪೆಟ್ ಶೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಆಟದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟರಿ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೋರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.